Hey, thank you so much for joining me today. I want to talk to you about money. Money is something that so many of us have relationships with that we don't like, that we don't enjoy, that doesn't really serve us, or the people around us. And so I wanted to take some time with you to share with you some insights I've had recently on having a happy, healthy relationship with money in a way that still feels ethical, within integrity, uh, and has a level of consciousness to it. So, these last 3 days, I went to a conscious business retreat where we did a lot of work around our relationship to money, how we view it, how we treat it, and we did a lot of work and where we looked at it as a friend. Do I treat this friend as someone I want near me? Do I treat this friend in a way that would make this friend want to come and hang out with me and spend time with me and be there for me and do nice things for me? Or do I treat this friend in a way that basically makes it want to stay the fuck away from me as much as possible? And these are all fantastic questions to ask. And when I began to ask myself these questions and kind of process all this information, I came up on an idea. And I realized that money is a part of me. You know, every single thing that exists outside of us, we have some kind of a relationship to. And certain things, our relationship is a little bit more emotionally charged than others. Specifically, money for a lot of us. A lot of us have a charge around money. We think that if we have a lot of it, we're going to become bad or evil, or that this thing is really hard to come by and that it causes us a lot of pain and all these different things. And, for a long time, that was me. And what I recently realized was that in having all these negative views about money, there's a part of myself that has to hold all that negativity. I have to hold all that pain, all that fear, all that anger. I have to hold all of that in my body. And so loving money and having a good relationship with money doesn't really have anything to do with success or survival anymore. Having a good, healthy, positive relationship with money is a thing about self-love now. It's like, do I want to love this part of myself that relates to this thing? Do I want to have this negative experience with this thing that's going to be in my life every single day? Or do I want to love myself wholly and completely? Do I want to love this thing that I don't get a choice about relating to? I have to relate to it. And I'm a huge fan of taking a look at the things that are inevitable and inescapable and accepting them and trying to be at peace with them. There's not very many of them, but money is one of them. In order to live in this society, we have to deal with money. And it's better to love it than hate it, simply because there's no time for hate in this world. There's no time to hate any part of ourselves. There's no time to store hate inside of our bodies. And when you take a look at money and you hold it in this negative space, having it can only create negativity for you, whether it's fear of losing it, whether it is having a lot of money and, falling victim to that corruption that we see so often in our society. Those are not people that have a healthy relationship with money. Those things are not bred out of a healthy relationship. Now, if you were to love this part of yourself genuinely, and take a look at this part of yourself that relates to money and just give it some love and allow it to express itself freely, then it would integrate into your personality. You would have much more choices to how you express it. And not only that, but having a healthy relationship with money allows you to feel more comfortable with having more and allows you to choose what to do with it from a higher space. And so I'm not telling you to love money more, to be greedy or to be a capitalist or anything like that. I'm telling you to love money more so you can love yourself more. I'm telling you that there's a part of you that relates to money, and it's up to you whether that part of you suffers or lives a happy, enjoyable experience. That's what I got out of it. And I want to share that with you because to me it was revolutionary. I've always treated money as something that exists outside of me. And I'd forgotten about the fact that it's a part of me. Every single thing is interconnected by the fact that we relate to it and we have emotional connections to it. And so I want to encourage you to take a look at everything in your life, especially money. Maybe not especially money, but definitely money. And take a look at, what's my relationship to this thing? Do I suffer around it? Do I suffer in relationship to it? And if so, why? I can't think of a good reason to suffer for anything. So take a look at your relationship to it and begin to love that part of yourself. Integrate it, embrace it. Think about what you could do if you had a lot of it. Think of who you could be, how much you could give and support others. And allow this part of yourself to become healthy so that you can view it from a healthy perspective, have a healthy relationship with it, and do amazing things with it for yourself and for those around you. So I hope this helped. To be completely honest with you, these ideas aren't even fully formed yet, but I wanted to share it with you because I feel like it's important. And I want you to have a healthy relationship with yourself and to be able to live comfortably and to help those around you to live comfortably as well. So thanks again. If you want to talk about this more, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to have a conversation with you about anything that I've talked about. I hope you're well, and I'll talk to you soon.